When are we going live? Any minute?
Yeah.
Keegan said he'd let us know.
Okay.
Oh. First time I've seen it up.
Hey. First time you see what?
In person, that jump shot.
Oh, right.
My phone is dying rapidly. I have 10%. I don't know what happened. Keegan wrote 107. Can hear the warm-up crowd. I don't know what that
means. Something told me to bring my charger too.
We're live. We're going live. On behalf of First Amendment Sports and the Washington Catholic Athletic Conference, I'm Ken Marigold. We'd like to welcome you to Forestville, Maryland, home of Bishop McNamara High School. The Mustangs host the St. John's Cadets in a battle of the number 1 and number 3 nationally ranked high school girls teams in the country. I'm here joined by Kevin Ricca.
We only picked the best games to show up to, and apparently not many people in the area got to see this one. So thank you guys for tuning in. And I know it's live over here because my partner to my right can't stop dancing.
Oh, this atmosphere here is crazy. I'm ready to jump in layup lines.
That is Darren McClinton. We call him little brother, a.k.a. Froghorn Leghorn.
Oh, this is can't miss. This is can't miss action right here.
You're not going to see a whole lot of girls basketball games with this kind of juice. It's been fun in the lead up. This gym has been 100% full for at least the last 25 minutes. I know over the Anemona across the parking lot, they got a full house. Shout out to all the McNamara faithful watching this game over there. We appreciate you guys, and hopefully we can keep this feed going throughout the game. It's about to get real interesting in this gym. It's already starting to feel a little warm in here.
It's warm, it's hot, it's the best matchup in the nation, and we only picked the best ones, Ken. I'm happy to be here after scaling that wall over here.
Yeah, we're in this corner. I've got a full lather going already. We still got 11 minutes to go before tip-off.
Real fast. Bishop McNamara Mustangs have been off since Tuesday. Week rest, not the case for the St. John's Cadets. Believe, Kevin, they just finished two recent games.
They played on Friday night. They beat Carroll 65-51. Then they went ahead and played another game on Sunday, taking care of Paul VI 60-40 in what looked like it could have been a trap game. You know, Paul VI is no joke. They bring it. St. John's took care of business, won by 20. And, you know, that's going to be interesting to see how these teams come out rocking and rolling after a week off for McNamara. One of the most hyped games in Forestville in the history of the program.
And McNamara just may be the most athletic team in the country, so they're going to need their rest. And it's a good week off for them to save their legs because it's going to be a track meet. They're going to try to turn it into a track meet, I would say.
It's a gold rush night for the maroon and gold. We got a lot of gold T-shirts. So I bet you by the time we get to the end of this game, there'll be a lot of gold shirts being worn on the sidelines. Got the football team in the far corner supporting, as they have been all season long, Coach Malloy's boys, and also I believe Coach Vini, his team's over there as well. A lot of representation from the administration, parents. Let's see.
Oh, Ken, they called it the Gold Rush.
We got the Gold Rush. It's a Gold Rush night. We're going to have a lot. This game is full of names. It's got two great programs, two great coaches. Coach Frank Oliver, Coach John Scribner. But on the floor, we're going to be watching some amazing players, try to execute those coaches' vision. We will go ahead and get it started with the #1 sophomore in the country playing for St. John's. That's AZ Fudd. If you haven't been watching any form of basketball at all for the last 2 years, I'm sorry. You missed one heck of a showing up and 2-year run, and she's awesome.
Ken, she's incredible. You can't say enough about AZ Fudd. And she may be, a lot of people call her the #1 player regardless of class.
Regardless of class.
I was going to say, you don't need to even say the term sophomore. I think watching her in pregame warm-ups here, I don't think it gets any smoother. The stories told about her as a St. John's cadet, I mean, it's got the lore of Paul Bunyan. All she's missing is an axe and a blue ox. But the way she works, that is the #1 thing everyone takes. Her work ethic is absolutely as ferocious as any 15-year-old kid you could ever imagine.
Kev, it's unbelievable. I'm trying to think. I was driving over here trying to think of a nickname for AZ. I've got the female James Harden. I've got Cynthia Cooper reincarnated. I'm not sure what I'm going to call her, but I'm going to come up with something before the night is over.
Well, I think she's also going to come up with something before the night is over, but she's not going to be out here doing it all by herself now, is she?
Not at all.
There's talent all across on both sides of the court tonight. And Malu Shishenge Mutombo, I think, will be the one who controls the paint.
You all recognize that last name.
Yes, and don't ask her about the finger wag. Everyone does. She's had enough. Just let her play some defense.
She's headed to Chapel Hill next year. And what a wonderful season she's having so far. She's averaging about 14 and 14. And Coach Scribner, I talked to him earlier, he can't say enough good things about her. She's steady as they come. She holds down the fort for them inside.
Yeah, and we'll get to it again, but we know that she just came up with her 1,000th point and 1,000th rebound, and that's getting the job done in the paint.
Oh, that's as good as it gets. Congratulations, Malu, on that.
And then we got the maroon and gold. I know we got Mr. Kenny McNamara sitting right next to me, class of '94, and we've been talking about Jakia Brown-Turner all day as well. Heading to NC State, the smooth lefty. She can bang, she can run, she does it all.
Oh, she is a do-it-all player for McNamara, and she's headed to down to Raleigh, to NC State. Anytime you have an ACC basketball player as a recruit, you've got a stud. So I'm excited to see what she's going to bring to the table. It's a big-time matchup right there.
Yeah, how about that Tobacco Road rivalry? To be extended for 4 more years at least.
And then the person who's going to be, probably giving Carly Rivera a hard time is going to be Aaliyah Matharu, the senior guard, #2 for McNamara. She's having a great season. Probably a lot is going to be determined based on the matchup between Carly and Aaliyah, I think, early on. Darren, we talked to Coach Scribner about that last night.
You're right. Within the matchup, there are going to be a lot of minor matchups within the game that we're going to see materialize as this game goes on. These girls, a lot of them on the St. John's side play AAU with the Fairfax Stars. A lot of them on the McNamara side play AAU with Team Takeover. So they've been playing against each other, and it's a rivalry within itself. So it's going to be fun to watch.
And I want to make sure we talk about the junior Madison Scott, who's come on super strong. I think she's a top 40, top 50 in her class right now. She's got a great shot. I know she's being recruited by just about everyone. Let's talk a little bit about who's in the room, who's in this room tonight. Because I saw Brenda Freeze, the Maryland coach over there. We saw Dawn Staley, South Carolina coach. What other programs you got over there, Darren?
I think
I see Matt the Real Deal Seal holding a program. He's in the house.
He is. Matt the Real Deal Seal is in the house.
Is that Notre Dame?
I thought I saw Notre Dame. I thought I saw some Irish.
Yeah, the who's who is up there on the stage. I wouldn't be surprised if every top program is not represented in some way in this gym. This is the place to be.
We're about 5 minutes until tip-off. We appreciate you guys joining us on First Amendment Sports. We encourage you to hit that subscribe button. It's free. Never get charged one single penny to watch amazing WCAC sports content. Help us out. Give us that subscription. If you're watching from your house, if you're watching from your phone, if you're watching from the gym, we appreciate you in advance.
Hey, I was very interested when I watched Brenda Freeze walk in the gym tonight. 4 years ago, she offered AZ Fudd a scholarship when AZ was in the 6th grade. And to me, that's just remarkable. AZ replied, thank you, because she didn't know what that meant at the time, and who does when they're in 6th grade. Also, she has landed Ashley Owosu, the number 4 player in the country out of Paul VI. So she's already got a 5-star steal in conference, and then she came to Forestville tonight to see if she can steal a couple more, I think.
Yeah, guys, I'm just excited. I'm watching layup lines and warm-ups, and I'm amazed at the skill level of some of these girls. You know, it's amazing how they have such a shooting touch. You know that I have an affinity for a shooter with some touch. So yeah. This is going to be exciting, and like I said, I have a full lather right now. I know, and you were excited to get into layup lines, but I know that you'd be back up this ladder when the game started, because I don't think you're ready to play some D against some of these young ladies.
No.
Nor am I, my friend.
I'll stay right back here on the mic with you guys.
You can always see who's a little bit loose. You can always see who's a little bit tight. Layup lines and pregame warm-ups. I just want to give a shout-out to Ania Bell, the senior guard, number 13. She has been super confident. She hasn't missed a whole lot of shots, but very chatty with her teammates. Big smile on her face. So you can see some people coming into a 1 versus 3 game. You're going to be a little tight. I think I like to be interested to see if her kind of personality comes through a little bit, because she has been all over the place pre-game.
I'll tell you what, when you have this kind of talent in the building and you have a game like this of this magnitude, the stage can't be too big and the lights can't be too bright. These girls are used to it, and you can tell. You can see the look in their eyes. They're ready to get it on, and they're ready to battle. Because if they're going to play at these top conferences and these top programs when they get to college and the next level, they've been there before, they've been there, done that, and they'll be fine. And their transition when they get to college will be much easier.
I agree with that historically, and also this season. McNamara won the prestigious Crestcom Bank Invitational down in Myrtle Beach. They beat 2 nationally ranked teams. You know, this is nothing new for them. St. John's and McNamara have shared the number 1 spot in the nation in the USA Today and Max Preps for a majority of the season. We have the 2 best here. They know it, and like you said, they played against each other here over time. This is what it's all about here. This is what we're here for, the WCAC at its finest on a national level, so everyone can see exactly what we're all about.
I want to say thank you to Dr. Marco Clark, thank you to Tony Johnson, the president and the athletic director, for hosting us, giving us some space up here tonight to bring you this game. We are 2.5 minutes away from opening tip. Let's take it all in here for a second. Darren, we typically do predictions before games. I don't know how I feel about doing a prediction, but let me ask you this. What's your number 1 matchup you're looking forward to seeing tonight?
AZ and Jakia. That is what everybody came to see, and they will not leave you disappointed.
So we know that St. John's likes to play man-to-man. That's their thing. It seems like at some point they might have to deviate from that. They're going to start out though going man-to-man, right? That's what they like to do.
These programs, I'm waiting for a junk defense, because if you play traditional man-to-man, both coaching staffs are so good, and both sides, as far as the players are concerned, are so good and well prepared. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a junk defense going both ways, in a mix-up, some zone and man-to-man.
Well, you got to throw something. You got to throw some junk ball at AZ. And I understand how athletic McNamara is, but you can't just sit back, like you said, and not have a little change-up, a little 2 count.
Yeah, it's going to be a chess match.
1 minute to go. Forestville's been waiting for 1 month, it feels like.
Yeah, the line was around the corner.
I've never seen anything like that before. I mean, that maybe like for some old school McNamara tennis games, matches, sure. I mean, obviously you're gonna get the crowds, but
now if I'm Coach Scribner and his staff preparing for this game, I'm gonna try to adjust the pace a little bit. I don't want to let McNamara get out and run. They like to put it on you early. They have great athletes, and they like to get out and run and force their athleticism on you. If I'm St. John's, I try to minimize that and turn it into a chess match early and let the players decide in the half-court set.
Coach Mike Ward making his way across half court.
Look at this atmosphere, guys.
I mean, it's all level. We knew it was going to be. The parking lot was jammed when we pulled in at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It was mass chaos. Hey, a shout out to all the coordinators, all the gentlemen and ladies with McNamara on their shirt, trying to conduct the students and everyone else trying to get in an orderly fashion. That was a project, and we had front row seats, and look at it all worked out. They got it straight. Well done.
I'm interested in seeing the introductions. You know, everybody has that handshake.
In the Varsity Catholic Athletic Conference entitled Spectators to enjoy a competitive exhibition of skills in a Christian educational setting. Spectators, please give the student athletes positive encouragement and support. Show respect for opposing players, coaches, and spectators. Please refrain from booing, taunting, or intimidating the officials and opponents. Such behavior is unfriendly and unacceptable. Please respect the integrity and judgment of game officials. They are doing their best to promote the student athlete and the game. Be a positive representative of your school community. At this time, please rise for the prayer. Heavenly Father, we praise and thank you for the gift of life which we abundantly enjoy this evening. May our cheers be a song of praise and thanksgiving for all the many blessings you have bestowed on us. And may all the efforts made tonight be offered for the glory of the name of Jesus Christ, your Son, our Lord. Amen.
Amen. Amen.
Please remain standing for the playing of our national anthem.
About ready to get this game started. Here we go with some introductions.
At guard, number 13, junior, Carolina Tornado. At guard, number 0, senior, Alex Cowan. At guard, number 15, senior, Carly Rivera. At center, number 20, senior, Malu Chitange Matombo. And at guard, number 35, sophomore, AZ Club. The head coach of the visiting cadets is Jonathan Scribner.
It's the number 3 ranked team in the country, everybody. St. John's Cadets. Here comes the Lady Mustangs.
The starting lineup for your host, the Bishop McNamara Lady Mustangs. Starting at guard, 5'6" freshman from District Heights, Maryland. Number 5, starting at guard, 6'0" junior from Washington, D.C. Number 1, starting at guard, 6'2" junior from senior from Washington, D.C., number 2, Olivia. And starting at guard, 6'0" senior from Temple Hill, Maryland, number 11, the head coach of the Lady Mustangs is Frank Oliver Jr., assisted by James Marshall, Erica Calhoun, and Tom Middleton. Referees are
All right, boys. We got ready to get this thing started.
Ben Peterson and Kyle Thompson.
Referees have been introduced. With Kevin the last game we did, the referees had more action than just about anyone for at least 3 quarters.
Yeah. Let's hope they don't have a big role in this tonight. Just come on out here, fit in, do what you're supposed to do, and let's watch these ladies have at it.
Number 1 versus number 3. Doesn't get any better than this. Perfect way to start First Amendment Sports basketball season of programming.
McNamara at 18-0, St. John's at 19-1. St. John's 1 loss to the number 2 team in the nation, Miami Country Day.
And a low-scoring affair. St. John's likes to score in the upper 60s, low 70s, and they held them. It was a 44-41 game.
Yes, it was.
Out there in Arizona in that tournament.
It was the only game this season. AZ did not have a 3-point field goal.
You love to see the student support like that. Look at the crowd behind McNamara's bench.
Yes, definitely due
to a home court advantage.
Due to a ticket scenario that we have not. It is about 97% McNamara, maroon and gold tonight.
Here we go. Lucia taking Matumbo, Madison Scott. Missed layup, early opportunity for Aaliyah.
That looked like a design play right there.
Yeah, it did.
That was almost a bit too easy. I'll tell you what, you got to watch Carly Rivera. She is in attack mode at all times. We saw that right away. She's looking to get in that lane and create havoc.
Carly looking to inbound. She finds Fudd.
2-3 zone action out of McNamara.
They're extending that zone out far. You got to put pressure on these girls all the way out near the hash
Carly
mark.
Rivera for 3, and it's good.
And your senior point guard coming out of the gates, knocking down a 3 is big for the cadets.
All right, Aaliyah's in the corner.
Playing a little soft man look here. The cadets are sticking to it. Ooh.
In traffic.
Looks like they're going to let him play a tad bit. AZ got away for a little shove. I like it.
Leah, too, had a chance there. AZ Fudd with the double. Gets it out to Carly.
What a pass.
Look. Nice look to Matumbo.
Great look. 15 came ready to play.
I'll tell you what, if you're playing alongside AZ Fudd, you just got to pick your spots and find your soft spots against that defense, because she's going to draw a lot of attention. She is.
Yep. That double team in the corner opened it up underneath right there.
Looked like maybe Madison Scott, did not take a shot she might have had here on the last possession down from the Mustangs. Rebound. St. John's out to an early 4-0 lead. Here comes Yanta Vaughn. Thought that was maybe the shot she passed up earlier.
Solid
but
board.
It was defended.
Karamina Tornado coming up with a solid board.
It's Alex Cowan.
St. John's showing a lot of patience here.
McNamara staying in the zone.
Oh, the senior backcourt. AC. AC with the corner 3.
Quick timeout for this.
Huge start for
Bishop
the cadets.
McNamara Mustangs down 7-0. 6:17 to go in the first quarter.
Those of y'all familiar with that name, Alex Cowan is the younger sister of Anthony Cowan, Maryland's point guard. And Alex is on her way to Wagner University. Fine player for Coach Scribner's team.
Yeah, that senior leadership really comes through in a game like this. The two senior backcourts starters that have been through the wars come out, they're both 1 for 1. Neither one of those threes hit a tad bit of rim.
Nope.
You know, that's what you're looking for when you come out with these 3 senior starters.
How about that for a statement, to come out in this kind of atmosphere and jump out to a 7-0 lead?
And really, after the first play of the game, McNamara had a layup and it did not go in.
That was a good timeout call by McNamara. Let's settle down and weather the storm. Basketball is a game of runs. You're going to see that, especially with this kind of talent on the floor.
It's like AZ is sticking to Jakia.
Yep, she wants
the matchup.
That is.
They're passing her off to Alex. Big rebound by Leah 2, and she gets it back in. Leah 2 King gets the McNamara Mustangs on the board.
The length was killer there, but on the rebound and the putback.
Stayed in the 2-3. Wide open 3 for Carly Rivera. Rebound by Leah 2. Madison Scott pushing it. Get to the
strong move.
As soon as she knew she only had one person to beat, she made her way to the basket.
Now, it seems like Malou is playing off her, daring her to shoot it.
Another rebound
brought it to the hole.
Leah 2 King. She's going to get it up to Aaliyah. St. John's is set on defense. Contested shot by Jakia, but she's staying busy and she gets the ball back for McNamara Mustangs. Aaliyah.
Nice move.
A lot of hard work by Jakia on that one.
Sloppy with the ball underneath the basket. You can't be sloppy around a talent like that.
And we're back to a 7-6 ball game. 4.5 to go in the first quarter. St. John's up with the ball.
Nice baseline drive.
Yeah, Karamina with the nice move on the baseline. They're paying some extra attention to AZ. She's gotten one shot off, and it was a little bit early in the clock. Not within rhythm.
McNamara loses the ball back to Madison Scott, who's got it inside.
Hey, Madison Scott's been everywhere so far, hasn't she?
Yeah. Alex Cowan driving.
Nice pass.
Great pass to Mutombo.
Strong.
Leah 2 with another rebound. Aaliyah doing a lot of work in the lane. Puts it down. McNamara is still down by 1. 3.5 to go in the first quarter.
What an athletic move that was right there.
Carla Rivera.
You weren't lying about their athleticism across the board.
To center court.
You can't let McNamara get out and run. They'll kill you.
Looks like McNamara switched to a man defense or some kind of. And Aaliyah had a chance. Darren, was that a boxing one or what was that on defense? Because they were passing 3 or 4 playing man to man.
It looks either like a boxing one or a matchup zone. No matter whatever they're playing, they're going to put a lot of attention on AZ Fudd.
Yep.
They're going to know where she is on the floor, and they're going to be talking.
Jakia Brown-Turner is already standing next to her. Aaliyah has found, let's see, Karamina. Looks like we got our first sub for McNamara. Hope Evans. Aaliyah with the turnover for McNamara. AZ Fudd back on defense. Leah scoops it in. McNamara takes their first lead of the night. Quick inbound to Carly. Hope Evans on her quickly. Madison Scott out on Alex Cowan. Taylor Gibson trying to D up on Mutombo.
No doubt they're letting them play. They're going to let them all over each other. There's some hand checking going on. There's some body contact. I like it. At this level, let the ladies play. St. John's got to do a better job of transition defense, and McNamara's been finishing all night long.
Getting to the hole on a regular basis, drew the foul at that time. She's going to take a pair of free throws.
On the line for the Mustangs, number 2, Leah McCoy.
I mean, guys, it seems to me that McNamara's game plan is get the ball to the rack.
Yes.
I mean, there's not a lot of jump shots happening.
You've even seen like a couple of people pass up jump shots trying to get it lower. Leah makes the first.
Well, good things happen, guys, when you put constant pressure on the defense. And that's what they're trying to do, get downhill. It's a good thing that the referees are letting some of this contact go so we can see a good game.
Exactly.
Leah makes them both. McNamara back on top by 1. Get another lead change. Hope Evans on Carly. Carly Rivera getting across half court. In the hands of Alex Cowan. Madison Scott wants a foul. She's not going to get it. AZ Fudd working hard, getting to the hole, and just did not get a friendly roll from in the McNamara gym. Hope Evans only has one person to beat, but she's going to take a turn around back. Madison Scott wide open in the corner. Just not having any luck. Going to call it McNamara ball.
Outstanding move by AZ Fudd. Didn't go down for her, but you can see she had to work and do a little extra work just to get that shot.
Yes, when you've got the whole defense focusing on you, you're going to have to get in your bag a little bit. And she did right there.
Alex Cowan with the turnover for St. John's. Hope Evans on her. Alex Cowan drives.
I'll tell you
picks
what.
Up the foul.
That was a little Allen Iverson walk over the player.
Yeah, it was. I got a little rise out of the football basketball squad down there in the corner.
Yes, it did.
Cowan didn't seem to mind. That first 3 she hit was directly in front of that raucous group.
Oh, she turned around and had something to say.
I think she did, didn't she?
She's got some fire to her.
Uh-oh. She's going to have to stick this one, or else I'm not going to be able to say too much.
Just under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. We got a 1-point game. McNamara on top, 12-11, as Alex Cowan set to hit her second. Tie game. Leah 2 in to Hope Evans. No Madison Scott on this play, guys. Leah looking for high screen.
Nice. Both teams being patient. Nice hands by Malou. They always teach post players when you're stepping up and help side defense, keep active hands. Get a deflection.
Might be local. It looks like it's still good.
We just got a text.
Is that the guys in here?
No, some people.
Tell them to refresh. It's still good on YouTube.
Big rebound by Mutombo.
She is controlling the inside in there. She's a workhorse.
We apologize out there if you're having any kind of difficulties. If you notice that we're having a hard time, go ahead and give us a refresh. We do think we're getting a good signal out. We appreciate the feedback from folks too, letting us know when they lose us or when they're getting us. Ania King, Madison Scott in for Leah 2. I'm sorry, Ania Bell in for Leah 2 King. Madison Scott checks back in for the last minute of the first quarter.
McNamara is a deep squad.
Yeah.
They're gonna sub young ladies in and out and keep running. Keep putting pressure on St. John's.
Hope Evans back to Aaliyah. St. John's tough down low.
Moving the ball from side to side. That's what you want to do on offense.
It'll be St. John's ball. Madison Scott stepped on the line.
I tell you, both teams are playing discipline. Having patience, picking their spots, I'm just waiting for AZ's first bucket. It's going to sound like a bomb exploded in here.
We got Hope Evans is making a play for Carly. They get it down low. 15 seconds to go in the first quarter. Leah driving. She takes the foul. She's going to go to the line. 11.1 seconds to go. St. John's on top by 1.
Not fortunate to AZ Fudd on the offensive side for the Cadets. I'm really loving Carly Rivera's game. She's getting into the middle after getting worked on, getting the ball up the court the whole time. She's diming it out right now. You know, you got to get that finish by Mutombo. That was a great look.
A great look. She's showing a lot of poise. I'll tell you what, Aaliyah will not be denied this evening. She is getting downhill and where she wants to on that court. Look at the fire in her eyes. She came ready to play.
Ball in AZ's hands, 7 seconds to go in the first quarter. Back to Carly. Someone's going to have to shoot this.
Good ball movement.
Tie game, 13-13 after 1. McNamara, St. John's, giving us everything we expected right out of the gate. Coach Oliver, Coach Scribner, thanks for a great first quarter. We appreciate all of you guys joining us out there over at Danny Monis Center, around WCAC Nation. We are First Amendment Sports. We're very proud to be bringing you this game. We'll be back on February 9th to give you the same exact matchup. We'll be in the gym at St. John's, and we'll be back in the gym at St. John's on February 12th. St. John's hosts the DeMatha Stags.
I'll tell you what, it's fitting that it's 13-13.
Yeah.
You got two stacked teams, great matchups, and that was an action-packed first quarter.
If you're Frank Oliver, you've got to be ecstatic. You've held AZ Fudd to 2 shots. She's 0 for 2, no points. But if you're Coach Scribner, you got to be looking around going, it's 13-13. She's 0 for 2 and hasn't scored yet. You know, this is going to be the thing that unfolds. Like you said, it's going to sound like a bomb goes off. All of a sudden, AZ Fudd has the ability to sneak up on you and have a 20-point quarter.
Yeah,
seems like she's got 5.
I don't know if she's going to be able to sneak up because everybody's waiting on it, but both sides are ready.
Look how hard, though, Jakia Brown-Turner is working on defense. I mean, I've been noticing because I would have expected maybe even a little bit more offensively. She's been working really hard on defense against AZ.
I got to tell you who jumped out all over the screen to me, Madison Scott. For McNamara. Her length and her athleticism. I mean, she's getting rebounds, pulling them out of and finishing at the rim. I mean, she's got that George Gervin type frame.
Yeah.
You say Gervin, I was getting ready to say Scottie Pippen. She is long and rangy.
They found the ball to AZ down low.
Help side was there.
Has Carly come out of the game yet? I don't think she has. Rebound. Leah Mathori. She's got Jakia down low. Madison Scott. Contact, but no call. That's the way this game is going. It's going to be called just a little bit rougher than your average game. Hope Evans staying with.
I mean, just
Carly. There's AZ going to get to the line for a chance at her first points.
You're right, Kevin. I know what you're getting ready to say.
Yes.
You can't say enough. She is playing steady, heads up. She found AZ cutting to the basket right there. That was great vision.
I mean, Hope Evans is all over her. The defense is outstanding. Carly's able to withstand the pressure and make the right play. They're trying to get AZ an easy bucket and get her going. And,
and she does not miss free throws.
And she doesn't. She's going to have to hit this one. This one might get her straightened out a little bit. But you can see what the game plan was early and often in the second quarter.
I couldn't even get my statement out. How long did McNamara have the ball last possession? 2 seconds? 3?
Hope Evans over the timeline. Back in Hope's hands. Alex Cowan out to defend. A lot of activity underneath the hoop.
This is what you want if you're St. John's. You want to make them work in the half court. They are, even though they're very athletic, they're also a very disciplined team, these Mustangs.
Madison Scott has had some hard luck. She's gotten the ball down there, but she hasn't been able to get a whole lot going. Alex Cowan back down low with it.
Great
feed to Mutombo.
Two very well coached teams.
AZ trying to deny Jakia.
Yep.
That was a little more ticky-tack than some of the other non-calls, but, you know, it was right in front of three referees and a gym full of folks.
Ken, sometimes when you're ranked top 40 in the country,
you'll get that call.
She's earned it.
Feathery touch. I wanted to say that about 7 of these young lady shots. There's whoever's teaching shooting in Forestville and Northwest DC is doing a heck of a job.
Absolutely. Kudos to both coaching staffs. And their trainers.
A lot of string music. And that trip to the line, they're trying to trap Carly.
They're on ball. The on-ball defense for McNamara has been superb.
Now Yanta Vaughn is out there. They're able to get the ball out to Alex.
Alex is in attack mode tonight.
Yeah, and they're going to get a foul on Jakia. That's not a good foul for McNamara.
Yeah, we just went ticky-tack on both superstars on both ends of the floor right there real quick.
Did I hear that correct? Is that number 3 on?
I don't. They said her third, but I don't even think there's been 3 fouls called in this game. Maybe there is. Easy dishing to Cowan. She's not able to bring it down. Rebound goes to Kayla Thomas. Madison Scott's got it up top.
St. John's a little soft matchup. They're giving the outside shot.
Yeah, they are. McNamara just keeps wanting to bring it in. Aaliyah down low.
She's a beast.
Yes, she is.
Fighting for it, and St. John's is running. Good rebound from Matumbo. She gets it right back up.
Wow. Look at that work on the board.
Nice kick.
St. John's fighting hard and getting rewarded. Contested. AZ Fudd shot does not go in. St. John's gets another opportunity. Coach Scribner gets a timeout.
On the other side of the court for that timeout.
Helping out his offense.
Coach, it's hard for the refs to hear you out here.
Oh, yeah, he was stomping his feet trying to get that play call in the last out-of-bounds play. I'm interested to find out if that was, in fact, Jakia Brown-Turner's third personal foul. I did not think she had 3.
I mean, I can't imagine that, but we are here at McNamara. And they know all about Jakia, and no one wants to announce that fact. So.
No.
Right. I saw her wave Coach off, so she might have been saying, I'm okay. I don't need one.
Been a bit of a lid on the bucket here for the Cadets for the last couple minutes. AZC just can't seem to get in the rhythm. I mean, they're getting open shots, though. Alex Cowan's had a couple go in and out on her. Matumbo's been holding it together down low, finishing on the offensive side.
I'm impressed with the discipline of St. John's. They're getting second chance opportunities.
Yes, they are.
And they're pulling it back out and getting another possession. This is, like I said, this is going to be a chess match. So
inbound to AZ. 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. McNamara up by 3. AZ getting down low, making it look easy.
When you're a scorer like that, guys, you just need to see the ball go in, you know, and that changes everything. And you notice how she got downhill to get that. Didn't settle for the jumper.
8 seconds on the shot clock. Aaliyah takes a long one. Carly Rivera on the rebound. She is moving, getting back up. AZ Fudd for 3. Jakia Brown-Turner driving 1-on-3. Does not get it to go. Carly Rivera turns around and now we're talking, guys. Aaliyah Mathuru.
Aaliyah Mathuru absolutely everywhere. She's a defensive warrior.
Mutombo getting it outside, back up to AZ. They're going to call a travel here. She had a lot of time to think about that pass. Out goes Madison Scott. Out goes Jakia Brown-Turner. Out goes Yanta Vaughn. Aaliyah does stay in. Hope Evans is on top.
And Ania Bell checks in.
Ania Bell checks in. And Leah 2 King down low still. You're right, Darren. We're going to have to stay on our games here. Aaliyah.
I'll tell you what, Carly Rivera is in some incredible shape, guys.
Yeah.
McNamara keeps shuffling players in and out, in and out. She's got her work cut out for her, but she's built for it.
Hey, Coach Mike Ward and Matt Smith over at St. John's in charge of the sports performance have both given huge reviews about her work ethic in the gym, outside, off of practice, on the court, and off. She's built for these 4 quarters.
Shayna Hayes drawing the defensive assignment.
Very interesting move by Coach Scribner, moving AZ to the point.
Yep.
Karamina hitting that 3. Smooth left stroke. St. John's needed that one badly. What a pass.
Mutombo. She is fouled.
Hey, Mutombo needs to take Carly out to lunch, dinner, somewhere, something, because the point guard is all over the place, and she is finding her big girl in the paint and a place to score, to finish.
Feeding her and giving her the ball, like you said, where she wants it, where she needs it. All she has to do is catch, turn, and finish, or draw the foul, or both.
3 minutes to go in the first half. That Mutombo free throw gives St. John's a 1-point lead. Jakia Brown-Turner back in the game, trying to sneak up the court. Carly Rivera sees her.
And Aaliyah gets a much-needed rest.
I was going to say, woo, as Carly claps that one off the court.
Mutombo makes them both.
She won't be over there for long, guys.
What do we got there, guys? Stoppage of play. It stays McNamara ball. Maybe the clock didn't start. Jakia inside, can't get it to fall. Carly bringing it up for St. John's. They're going to say that she stepped on the line. They're going to give the ball back to McNamara. Down 2 with 2:41 to go in the second quarter. Hope Evans looking for someone to break free.
Kellis Corley all over on the on-ball defense.
Leah 2. Oh. Looks like we're going to get a foul on McNamara.
St. John's getting great minutes out of Karamina Tenedo.
That was a great box out right there. I tell you, when you fundamentally box out, it nullifies some of the athleticism of your opponent. And that showed right there. She's headed to the line.
On the line for the Cadets, number 13, Karamina Tenedo.
Karamina Tenedo, a little bit closer than the three-point line here. St. John's up 2. 2:15 to go.
It's a pretty looking shot.
Yes, it is.
Good looking free throw.
Returning for the Mustangs, number 2.
High-level execution all over the place.
A quick breath and a quick quench of water, and Aaliyah's back in the game.
Very important 2 minutes here, fellas.
In down low to Leah 2. Madison Scott from the free throw line. Hasn't been able to make it happen. Good rebound from Leah 2. Ball's in Leah's hands.
I'll tell you what, they're not going to be able to keep letting Maddie Scott get that open free throw jumper.
No.
It's going to go in. She's too good.
AZ denying Jakia Brown. It gets low. And finally, Madison Scott has a little success downstairs. 2-point game, St. John's, 25-23, 1.5 to go in the first half.
She's got that wiry frame. She can absorb the contact, and she's long enough to get that shot off.
Jakia Brown turned over with her hands full. As AZ Fudd works, they're going to call for another
frustrated.
Returning for the Cadets, number 0, Alex Allen.
Kermit Antonetta gets a breather. Alex Cowan back in the game.
Good patience by the Mustangs.
Aaliyah tried to scoop it up. Mutombo. The ball gets to Mutombo. She's going to get that.
Look at that pass.
It's just
good finish job by Mutombo.
I love Rivera's game.
Yeah.
I'd love to play with a Carly Rivera. and then same goes for Aaliyah as well. Wow, these two young ladies are doing justice to the point guard position tonight.
Madison Scott still just a little bit off. AZ Fudd with the ball. Driving. Hope Evans. The referee is going to call that.
I think
he initially called it for McNamara, but I thought maybe it looked like
Madison
it was off.
Scott started walking down the court.
Yes,
yeah,
she did.
I think she thought it was off of her. Yeah, they're gonna get the call right. Give the ball to St. John's.
You know what? That's good sportsmanship.
That was the right call. We saw it was easy for us to see. It was hard for that referee to make that call. And here they go, giving AZ the ball.
Scott knew it was a missed call and she walked down.
12 seconds, guys. Shot clock is off. AZ rises and.
I mean, that was very easy right there. That was after struggling the whole first half. She went to her move, her pull up to the right, little 12, 15-foot jump shot, and that's going to give her a big boost of confidence going into halftime.
And I'll tell you what, guys, if you're Scribner, you don't say a word to her.
Nope.
You don't say a word to her. She's been in this position before. This is going to be an exciting second half.
She just showed that right there.
29-23. St. John's with the lead going into the half. McNamara hasn't trailed too many times so far this season, so they're, Coach Oliver's going to have to get in there, maybe be a little bit of a counselor to some of these players. We may be able to be joined by a special guest during this halftime. We are working on it.
The athletic boosters bar, snack bar, and grab some beer and a drink. Support McNamara Athletics. We welcome onto the court your Mustang cheerleaders.
I think so. Sorry, brother.
I knew that was going to happen.
Let's just do it like turn us off, our sound off.
And now we go on to the
My board
board.
off? Appreciate you guys coming back. We got 2.5 minutes till we tip off for the second half. In fact, if you look down there, I was going to say over at the scores table, you can see Darren McClinton, one of our three, making a climb up and down from the catbirds nest to get us some stats. You know, but everyone thought we'd gone offline. It's important for people to remember we would have gotten cut off with some of that music. It was copyrighted. I don't know if people remember when that happened to us in football this past year. Got to be careful. Here we go with the rest of the St. John's teams hitting the floor. McNamara's out to getting their warm-ups in under 2 minutes to get the second half started. Kevin, what stood out to you in the first half that maybe something you weren't expecting to see?
AZ Fudd not getting, not having shots fall. Not that it was a terrible half for her. She guarded Jakia the whole entire half and held her in check. I mean, she plays on both ends of the floor. The young lady is named after Jennifer AZ. Her parents were married on a basketball court. That last shot falling for her before halftime
could be huge.
I think it was definitely the foreshadowing of the second half for AZ Fudd. I think that's the only thing that surprised me. That St. John's has a 6-point lead with only 5 points out of AZ Fudd.
I can tell you when I was a student here so many years ago in this very gym, we always used to throw a ball up here, up into the corner spot, and so someone could climb this ladder. I'm watching Darren McClinton climb this ladder, and it is frightening. I'm scared. Hey, Juice, if you're watching, I don't know what's going on. You guys maybe didn't practice ladder climbing or something. I don't know. That was the scariest thing I've ever seen.
Hey, we thought we might have Anthony Cowan come to a halftime show. He came over, took a peek at that ladder.
He said no chance.
No chance.
I guarantee you, he probably signed something, that goes along with the scholarship that says I won't climb ladders on cinder block walls.
I went no ladders a long time ago.
Rivera, are we on?
We are on. We got some stats from our main man, Darren, as he catches his breath.
Yeah. Well, up and down Kilimanjaro to get those stats.
Nice job, man.
Oh, my goodness.
Look at him. He's sweating.
I'm glad I had a lather coming into this game. All right, first half for St. John's. Carly Rivera with 3. She had to open the 3 of the game. Malou has...
I want to say 10.
10 points for Malou. A lot of that come from the line.
Yep.
Alex Cowan with 4. AZ Fudd with that buzzer beater. She has 5 points.
Okay.
And Carmina has 7 points.
Yep. Okay.
For McNamara. Aaliyah Matharu has 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 big points.
Only 10 other points to go around.
And Madison Scott's going to have a handful of those.
Madison Scott has 6.
Madison Scott gets her own rebound, puts it back up, and finally gets. She is having a hard time down there. But guess what? You're going to have a hard time when you're going up against number 20 for St. John's. She's forced down low.
2-2-1. You know, Frank Oliver played for Morgan Wooten, and he made that wizard press famous, didn't he?
She made it outside, not afraid to take that shot. She's very, very comfortable taking it.
Karamina has just been so productive for the Cadets tonight, and she likes shooting in this gym, apparently.
Did not hesitate. Jakia gets down low, and it does not go in for her. Alex Cowan driving.
Strong take.
Draws the foul.
Strong take.
They're going to call that on Yanto, or are they going to call that on Aaliyah? They're going to call it on Aaliyah.
Just a nice pace out of Alex Cowan there. Under control, gathered herself, absorbed the contact, tried to finish, got herself 2.
Got to concentrate on that line. I know it's a lot of noise in here.
St. John's with a 7-point lead right now. Alex looks at second free throw.
Something about that spout on the floor tonight.
Yep. Madison taking it down.
Look how quickly she gets
very,
down.
very. AZ Fudd with the rebound. Arrow goes to St. John's. They did call that a tie-up.
Not a big, huge fan of that call. There's been some super physical play all night long.
I'll tell you what, both coaches, when they went into the locker room at halftime, they've got to look at this tight score and say, you know what, my star hasn't even gotten off.
Exactly.
That's Brown Turner and Fudd.
Taneda finally, and what a great spot for Mutombo, who gets another rebound.
Is she a workhorse
Finds Carly,
on the boards or
Alex
what?
Cowan. You're going to get a foul on Mutombo on that one. That's her second foul. One interesting thing Scribner told us when we talked to him before this game was that she doesn't typically get in foul trouble, but the only times they've struggled have been when she has.
The only game she's lost since she's been at St. John's, which is about 5 total.
5 games, I think, yeah.
She fouled out of all 5.
Aaliyah, that's pretty smooth. 5-point game, 6.5 to go in the third. Carly brings it down, finds Alex Cowan, who passes the stripe. Gets it down low to Mutombo. Finding her way to the line.
I can't say it enough. Both teams are very disciplined and patient. That's the sign of good coaching.
Great coaching, and I think one of those coaching decisions by Coach Oliver at halftime was to have Madison Scott be extra aggressive, taking the ball to the rack and trying to get Mutombo into a little foul trouble to get that magic 5 number turned into a 6.
You were spot on.
Leah 2, Jakia, Madison, Yanta, and Aaliyah for McNamara. It's a 7-point game again. That would have been the first 3, I believe, for McNamara. St. John's ball. Is that right? I don't think McNamara's hit a 3 yet.
Not a lot of perimeter shots have gone down. You know, after that first quarter, they were attacking the rack with reckless abandon and getting success out of it, whether by foul or by made layup.
I'll tell you what, look for number 11 to press her offense a little bit, because McNamara is definitely at their best when she gets it going.
Well, they clearly wanted her to shoot. Yanta Vaughn getting it to Aaliyah. Deep 3. Steph Curry 3. Madison Scott with the rebound. Still not getting a down low shot.
They're not getting enough. McNamara's not getting enough defensive rebound to get out in transition, I don't think. St. John's is crashing the boards on offense and getting back on transition D.
Oh, they're running a little Iverson cut with an ISO.
Contested shot. McNamara's going to get the rebound. Aaliyah's got it.
McNamara's and Jakia doing an excellent job on defense. Keeping AZ under wraps. I really thought she'd come out and explode here early in the third.
Well, anytime you play the St. John's Cadets, you have to have a very definitive scouting report defensively. And they are working their tails off to execute that report.
AZ on Jakia. Get the ball to Madison Scott. It's their spot where she likes it there from inside the free throw line. Leah 2.
They're almost giving up that shot.
But Leah 2 again with the she's been a rebound hound for McNamara today.
Seems to be a lid on that rim.
They're going to run here. .12 on the shot clock. Aaliyah finds her way down low, but cannot make it. St. John's with the rebound. Alex Cowan.
McNamara looking for the call there, and I think they should be.
Four and a half to go in the third quarter. St. John's with the ball and a 7-point lead. Madison Scott trying to deny AZ. Good looking shot.
Mutombo is putting in work. Great pass.
Aaliyah with the rebound. She's going to get it out to Yanta Vaughn, who's got Madison Scott. There you go. 5-point game with 4 to go in the third. Carly Rivera has got the ball for St. John's. Matumbo, Fudd, Teneda, and Cowan joining her as she crosses the timeline.
I mean, if you're McNamara right now, the game plan should be get it to Maddie Scott in transition.
Yeah.
Alex
Cowan draws yet another foul. This one not a shooting one, though. I think she's drawn at least 6 or 7 fouls.
Yeah, she's been sneaky effective, taking it to the hole.
Teneda down for the 3, and it is nothing but net. 8-point lead for St. John's.
That's 3 threes.
Yeah, it is.
For Karamina Teneda with a couple free throws to match. Double-digit points tonight out of Karamina. That's just fantastic. Very smart by both of them. Those 2 crafty veteran point guards having at it down there, and Aaliyah got the best of that play.
It's a good timeout by McNamara right there. You can't let this thing get out of hand. They've got to go back over their defensive assignments. You cannot leave her open. That's her 3rd 3.
Hey, I just want to say, hey, it's so proud to be watching a game played at this level. This conference we talk about year in, year out, and maybe the best it's ever been at the top. With these 2 teams coming out playing the way they're playing right here tonight. And Division I basketball, as we speak, our ladies across the country, there's 41 young ladies from the WCAC playing Division I basketball in the nation right now.
Wow, that is impressive.
It's a big number, 16 of those playing at high majors. We saw a lot of them on TV last week. I know Paul VI sent a tweet out. They had 6 young ladies playing on national television last weekend. It was a good weekend for the Panthers, great weekend, great week for the conference, and tip of the cap to the WCAC once again, and McNamara for hosting a game with an atmosphere like this tonight.
Such a high level. That's why it's a who's who in the building tonight.
I know. I didn't think we're going to get you back when we get stats. You know, shaking hands and kissing babies.
Yeah, I see a lot of familiar faces. I wanted to put a jersey on.
Is there a cough button for what I almost said? All right, so back to the action.
McNamara will inbound after getting a little talk to from Coach Oliver. A leader bring it in. The inbound into JQ is D'd up by AZ. Hope Evans. A reset with 6 to go in the shot clock. Aaliyah's got the ball in her hands. I believe they call that a charge.
A lot of contact right there.
Was that a charge or just an out of bounds?
No, I think out of bounds.
Okay.
No call.
Aaliyah. Yeah. Quick hands. And Alex Cowan has been everywhere. Offense and defense. Only person back for St. John's makes the play.
One of the few mistakes Carter Rivera's made tonight. You know, you deal with that type of pressure. Possession after possession, you know, you do one of those, maybe just mindless, if you'll say, turnovers out of the top.
Guys, McNamara's got to be careful here. You do not want to get this to get to a double-digit lead. We're sitting at 8 right now.
Right.
Madison Scott gets the ball in 3-point territory. He's going to drive. Taylor Gibson.
They can have that shot when they want it.
The sophomore, 6'2" sophomore.
Look at the range on Maddie Scott. You see why she's such a coveted prospect.
What a kick out.
Carly for 3. Got it. Another timeout, 9-point game, 2.5 to go in the third. St. John's with the big lead.
There's something to be said when you're in a backcourt with your backcourt mate that you've played with for 4 years, that you've played summer ball, travel, AU, everything. You know, they seem to be on the same page. And Alex Cowan knew exactly where Carly Rivera was going to be right then and there, and she knocked it down. I
can attest to that. I played with my backcourt mate since we were 6 years old, so we kind of knew where we were on the court, and you see it right there. And she showed good patience. She could have forced that shot up on the baseline and found her backcourt partner at the top of the key, toes pointed at the rim, nothing but strings.
You know, St. John's definitely succeeded in lowering the volume of the building. And after that timeout, with how much time we got left before the third quarter's over, it's a huge, huge moment. And like you said, you don't want to get to double digits heading into the fourth, and you don't want this crowd to be low. The cheerleaders are right. They want to get this crowd fired up.
Absolutely. When's the last time deep into the third quarter that you've seen this McNamara team with 31 points?
Right.
Coach Scribner said if they were going to get it done, it was going to be about what the other girls around AZ Fudd came here to do. And we've seen big contributions from Matumbo, Teneda, Cowan,
Madison Scott. I mean, Jakia, they've both been taking a little bit out of their games tonight. And like you said, the second, third options have been stepping it up.
Leah wants Jakia to give her a pick. Directing traffic.
Nice executed pick and roll
drawing
play.
it up as she went.
She willed that one in. She wanted it. Big shot to take to the team.
Turnover by Hope Evans. Turns into an Aaliyah.
That'll get the crowd going for sure.
Yes, it will.
5-point game with 2 minutes to go. McNamara back in the gym. Alex Cowan driving. Draws another foul. This one on Aaliyah.
They're definitely calling a little tighter here in the second half.
Yep.
Alex Cowan shooting 2.
Not that was not a foul, but that's something that might have been overlooked in the first 16 minutes of this ball game.
As the game goes on, she's converting.
I'll tell you what, a lot of times pace dictates how the games are called. So I bet if McNamara turns the pace up and turns the afterburners on a little bit, calls like that, they'll let them play.
Alex trains them both. 7-point lead, 1:50 to go. Hope Evans on the fly. Didn't see what she wanted.
And we know what she wants. She wants to get to the basket and score. She wants to put her team on her back right now. She's feeling it. Maybe try to do a little bit too much there, fellas.
Turnover. Turnover for the Mustangs.
Yeah, you want to get a little movement on the offensive end.
Madison Scott trying to get AZ full court.
Those are two high-level athletes going at each other.
AZ at the point for the final possession of the third, final minute.
$12 to go on the shot clock.
Keep an eye on Karamina.
They're going to call it McNamara ball. I thought it was touched by McNamara last, but I'm blocked in this corner. Leah's got the ball.
Not too much arguing out of the St. John side.
No.
Oh.
That was a big stop for Mac.
Aaliyah from down deep.
Yeah. That's
off the shot clock.
We are lining up for a big fourth quarter, I tell you.
That was a deep. That was almost Vini territory from his days.
Oh, that was Vini territory.
That was straight up Keith Vini
I've seen it with these eyes. With room to spare. Huge 40 seconds here for McNamara. If they can get a stop and a score to give them some momentum heading to the fourth. It just won't go down.
Nia Bell with the rebound. Aaliyah's driving.
That elbow jumper. Bang.
Taylor Gibson's been solid when they've given her a chance from the elbow. 18 seconds to go, 5-point game. Remains St. John's ball in the out of bounds.
The on-ball pressure on Carly Rivera has been relentless. Whether it's Aaliyah or Hope, these girls are all over.
14 seconds, shot clock is off. Ania is going to pick up AZ. Ania Bell, Nia King. Oh. Nia Bell.
If you're McNamara, you couldn't have closed this quarter in better fashion. This is you come down here, get stops on this end, and convert on the other end.
Going to the line with 2.5 seconds to go in the third quarter. Big free throws coming up.
With a chance to close it to 3. You were looking at a double-figure deficit just a minute ago.
Big free throw from the senior guard.
Don't these rims seem soft but unforgiving? It's a little bit odd.
A lot of composure from number 13. McNamara down 3, 2 seconds to go. It's going to remain St. John's ball. Hope Evans has been very active. No time for a shot there. Going to the fourth quarter, guys. 3-point game. St. John's up 42-39. Pretty much what we signed up for, I would say.
I mean, it's getting to be about that time. What time, Darren? What do we call this?
Butter popcorn time. You know it. I smell it.
If I didn't have to climb down that ladder, I'd go get us some right now.
This is what every player dreams about. These kind of situations, this kind of atmosphere. After 3 quarters, it's a 3-point deficit.
30 seconds till we get to our tip. Check us out on Tuesday nights. Y'all will, every Tuesday you get 3 or 4 shows from First Amendment Sports, including the WCAC Spectacular, including the Audible, Redskins and General Football Show, plus the Hot Box. Kevin and Darren McClinton. Whoever else is in the basement late on a Tuesday night.
Talking everything basketball.
Hardwood all night long. Once again, help us out with a subscribe. We appreciate it.
As Jakia Brown-Turner has struggled a tad bit offensively, she's been giving the team a ton on defense and hitting the boards. AZ Fudd, same thing. She seems to be a bit of a lid on the basket, but they're guarding each other, and they're doing a heck of a job defensively. So I hate to sit here and act like I'm saying anything negative about their game tonight, but what I'm saying is this fourth quarter, butter popcorn time, is when the true player comes out and shows out on both ends of the court. I think we're about to sit back, kick back, and enjoy some of these kernels. What do you say, bud?
Young players, pay attention. When your shot's not falling, how else do you help your team? And both of these young ladies are doing it on both ends.
Carly gets a loose ball. She draws Brown-Turner. We got a timeout by Scribner. Saving his offense down low. Leah King starts the fourth quarter on the bench.
I mean,
Taylor Gibson and Ania Bell stay out.
Rivera has been non-stop.
Non-stop. I don't think she's come out of the game either.
I wouldn't be surprised if McNamara tries to trap her a little bit in this fourth quarter, see if some of that fatigue is wearing on her.
Yeah, third game in 6 nights as opposed to that other side. McNamara's been off for a week. We talked about that in the pregame. Fresh guards, different guards coming at her, guarding her full court with pressure the whole entire game. I think that was a good timeout after the fourth quarter. Get her a little bit refreshed with an extra 60 seconds.
AZ Fudd on the inbounds. Taylor Gibson had a chance. Hope Evans with a loose ball off the AZ Fudd miss. She gets it to Jakai Brown-Turner. Got a tight one here, guys.
She finally saw one go through the net.
Hope Evans is inside. Ania Bell. I told you about her pregame. Huge close in the third quarter, and she comes out strong in the beginning of the fourth. Giving her teammate Leah a little bit of extra time on the bench to get ready for the end of this game. McNamara retakes the lead for the first time since early in the third quarter. AZ Fudd driving, get the ball to Mutombo. I believe that was off Jakia Brown-Turner, and it will go to St. John's. It's a good look by Hope Evans. It's good hands. Was that Teneda whose hands that was, or was that Alex Cowan?
Didn't I tell you this was going to be an action-packed fourth quarter?
Without a doubt. AZ Fudd is working for her shot. You got a feeling that St. John's wants her to work for that shot.
You have to be careful with that basketball.
McNamara is not going to like that call. They're calling for the offensive forearm. And to be honest, it's going a little bit of both ways.
Yep. Hope Evans is playing a great,
terror on defensive end.
Absolutely a great defensive play by her. AZ Fudd frees up Carly on the inbounds. And once again, Hope's hands are in there. Mutombo with the ball high. Good hands by Taylor Gibson.
Smart play. Bring Mutombo up to the high post and relieve some of that pressure out on the perimeter.
The McNamara defense has taken it to another level.
Yes, it has.
Alex Cowan. It's a shot up. Hope Evans. Ania Bell is deep. Can't get it to go. AZ Fudd did cause some problems down there. There's Aaliyah. Ania with another chance. Can't get it to drop. 1 point game. McNamara in the lead. 5:50 to go. Aaliyah on AZ. Contested shot. Aaliyah out front. Ania and Aaliyah.
I'll tell you what.
Fighting over.
It's not going in, is it?
Team.
That basket seems to have a lid on it.
Doesn't seem fair to play defense like that on multiple consecutive possessions and just not have the point-blank layups go down.
That was the same team, same team. St. John on the inbound. Madison Scott checks back in.
I think that is Rivera's first break of the evening. I was
just going to say, Carly taking a seat briefly.
We've got 5:30 to go. Get you some rest, Carly.
And I imagine, yes, the ball being AZ's hand, bringing it up court here, working extra hard. And I think she's got to take it to the hole herself, not dish, not pull up at the free throw line. She's got to go get a bucket here.
She gets past Madison Scott.
Easier said than done when Madison Scott's on the defensive side.
Mutombo out high again. There's AZ trying to work down low.
Yep.
She's going to draw the foul.
That is a tough task trying to get that shot up over Maddie Scott. With that kind of wingspan and range on defense.
Well, we know AZ Fudd takes care of business at the free throw line. She's a 90+% free throw shooter.
Now, it did not show tonight, but 55% from three, 55% from the field, and plus 90 from the free throw line. I think that's in the shooter's Bible, that's a success.
Yep.
50-50-90, that's Steph Curry-like.
But 55-55-90.
St. John's takes a 1 point lead with 5:15 to go in the game. Hope gets doubled. Madison Scott finds her back on top.
Look at the student section. It's a 1 point game, 5 minutes to go. This is what they came to see.
Out of bounds foul. Carly's coming back in the game.
Number 15, Carly Rivera.
She got 30 seconds of a breather.
Another big name in the house. We got Shamari Stone, a St. John's parent and alum in the house.
Welcome.
5 minutes to go for the #1 seed in the country.
A lot at stake.
Aaliyah to inbound. They want Madison out wide, but they're not going to get it. Jakeer Brown-Turner got the baseline. Teed up by AZ Fudd.
Checking in for McNamara, number 13, Anaya Bell.
Another steal.
Unbelievable.
And a steal back. Over and back for St. John's. McNamara's going to get the ball. Down 1. 4:45 to go in the game.
When you see that much pressure at 94 feet, you've got to flash somebody to the middle and relieve it. If you can get the ball to the middle, you have numbers going the other way.
The Cadets need some more of that discipline we were talking about in the first half. They've been getting a little hectic here offensively.
Timeout, St. John's.
It's a good timeout. Let's settle down. Let's talk about it. You know what McNamara is going to bring this kind of pressure. Let's figure out how to break it. Now, if I'm McNamara, I may back off for a possession or two and then put it back on him.
You're calling for the okie doke here?
You got to throw some junk in there. This is.
Yeah.
But do you risk letting someone like AZ Fudd have a play off without seeing that kind of, not seeing what you're seeing all day?
Well, if I'm playing chess, I know Scribner and his staff are drawing something up right now to go against that relentless pressure. I may take a possession or two off and then come right back at it with it. But that's just me. What do I know?
What do you, right? Come on. You just want the ball.
I think Scribner's in there saying, protect the ball, no more turnovers. Let's come back and help Carly out like you said. Let's flash to the middle. No more silly mistakes, and let's make our free throws. And he's saying, AZ, you got 4 minutes and 28 seconds left. It's going to drop. It's going to fall. And she's not at a lack of confidence. You don't shoot 500 on a daily basis and think twice about shooting that 501st.
Yeah, McNamara saying, you know what we're going to do.
Yep.
Alex Cowan getting down. He gets it to Mutombo, who doesn't get it to fall, but she has a second chance, and she will be fouled. Taylor Gibson on the foul. Saves Madison Scott.
I'll tell you what, that's one way to break it. Give it right back to the inbounder quickly.
True. And
go north to south.
And let me ask you, Dan, when you're playing against an athletic team with such speed, doesn't that tend to speed you up a little bit?
Yes, it does.
Mutombo had a shot to finish that right there. I think she was a little quick triggered.
When you're a team that presses and you want to speed the other team up, a lot of times, even if you don't get the steal in the backcourt, forcing a quick shot is the same as a steal or a turnover.
Tumble makes them both.
St.
John's up by 3. Hope Evans gets it up court fast. Leah's looking for something.
Yeah, I feel like she's due.
Taylor Gibson, the sophomore.
She has quietly had a very nice game.
Made some open shots, at least 2 from the elbow.
And she's battling down there on the block too, making a name for herself. Those that didn't know already.
Ania Bell decided to join the cadet huddle there at the free throw line.
There's a little bit of jawing going on out there.
Made the front side of the one-on-one.
Yeah, that's not going to be taken too kindly.
No.
These are clutch free throws.
wiped away the free throw.
I'm not sure I've ever seen that call.
Make
A foot
that
foul.
call.
A foot foul?
Let's not pan to that official for the next 35, 45 minutes.
Well, after this weekend, this past weekend in the NFL, I'm ready for anything.
Mia, strong three. It's not. And AZ Flood's got the ball. St. John's up 2, 3:23 to go in the game.
Now that's a pressure reliever right there. Give Fudd the ball.
That's right. Big rebound by Madison Scott. Taylor Gibson's down there. Not anymore. She's got Mutombo covering her up. All right, we're gonna hold, and I don't know if they're one-on-one.
They're not in the bonus yet.
They're not in the bonus yet.
Number 15, Carly Rivera, first, Team 7.
Team 7.
Yep, there you go.
Oh, that was number 7. Huh?
2-point game. Free throws are going to be huge here. Makes the front side. I was wondering if we were going to see a team score 70 tonight. That ain't happening.
No, it's been a bare knuckle brawl out here.
Yeah, it has.
And it interests me, you got Karamina Tornado coming back in, who has a feathery touch with 3 threes from the outside tonight.
Very confident.
That's also a pressure reliever, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And you see who got that matchup.
Yes, exactly. Madison Scott with the length. They don't want any more of those.
Madison Scott, tie game, gets the ball to Hope Evans. She looks for a deep 3. She was wide open. Mutombo draws a foul. She's going back to the line.
She works that backboard. She's been all over it all night long.
Well, I guess she's going to watch where those feet are.
She's got to have 20 rebounds.
I was just going to say she's got 15 minimum, would be my guess.
And
she also made 5 in a row aside from the foot foul.
She's been very effective at the line.
I know they're excited in Chapel Hill to get this young lady.
Imagine the battles with her and Jakia Brown-Turner on Tobacco Road here for the next 4 years.
Absolutely. And here she is checking back into the game. It's butter popcorn time, fellas.
It's like Aaliyah's back to the point with Hope taking a breather. Hope might be injured. Madison and Taylor looking for high screens. Aaliyah looking for something.
You know, the length there, I don't think she fouled, but it just looks so crazy to the official. It looks like it's a foul.
Yep.
And if a player falls,
then from my angle on the monitor,
in a situation you have to call something.
Yeah.
2 minutes to go in the game. St. John's up 2, shooting 2.
Anybody's ball game.
Uncharacteristic miss from the free throw line.
She rushed that one a little bit.
Stays a 2-point ball game. The other Matharo bringing it up. Someone's got to make a shot for McNamara.
Yeah, McNamara's been kind of cold on this end.
You can just sense Aaliyah wants it bad. She doesn't want to take a bad shot. She doesn't want to rush anything, but she wants to be the one tying this game up or putting them up by a point.
And that's the maturation process of a point guard, knowing when to call your number and when to set up your teammates.
Jakia on the drive. She draws the foul. She's going to go to the line.
Smart play. Got to call that.
Big time minutes for the sophomore, number 32 from McNamara. Taylor Gibson had a strong game.
I'd be willing to bet Aaliyah has something up her sleeve.
Free throws are big in the last 2 minutes of a game. 140. Tie game. Timeout on the floor. 140 to go. Number 1 versus number 3. Come on, guys.
If there's one thing I know about First Amendment sports, when we show up, it goes to the very, very end, doesn't it?
We only give you the best.
I'll tell you what, talking to Coach Scribner, he said at this level, girls basketball a lot of times comes down to layups and free throws.
That's right.
And that's what it's been down the stretch.
We're going to have to get the ball into AZ Flood's hand in the backcourt, let her bring it up. Can't mess around with Hope and Aaliyah and that ridiculous defense they've been playing all night long. Got to get into a set, and I think it's AZ Flood time.
Yeah, let's see if both teams start to use the shot clock. And there's a few possessions left in this game.
I'd like to see if Hope Evans is okay to return. We're taking a look at her. And I haven't seen Leah 2. I haven't seen Leah 2 King, I don't think, all fourth quarter.
Well, you saw Jakia take it to the hole on the last possession and go in and stroke 2 free throws. I think that's going to be the game plan here for the cadets and back the other way for McNamara as well. It's time to get to the ball, to your prized possession, and let them be physical and let your seniors take over in the times that you trust your seniors to play the way they're supposed to.
Look to see some kind of ball screen with Fudd and Mutombo. That's kind of been their bread and butter action down the stretch.
Nia Bell's going to try to deny AZ. It's not going to work. They trap the ball out of her hands, get it to AC. Block for Taylor Gibson.
Smart play. Use that shot clock.
Here's
your action.
Brown Turner. Mutombo up high. And there's your shot. St. John's up by 2. And we got a minute left to go in the game.
Very smart play. Make the defense work a little bit. McNamara should. Big
McNamara makes his first 3-pointer of the game. Ania Bell. 45 seconds to go. 52-51. McNamara over St. John's. AZ Fudd's got the ball, calling the play. Alex Cowan. Carly Rivera. Might have the matchup that they want.
Bread and butter.
3-pointer for AZ.
Oh, my Lord.
2-point game. 26 seconds to go. Shot clock is off. Timeout, McNamara.
Scribb looked up in the sky and said, where was that all night? Oh, these are big-time plays made by big-time players.
McNamara makes her first 3 with 46 seconds left in the game.
Yes.
To give themselves a lead, and then you go back down. I mean,
that was an easy-looking 3-pointer that AZ Fudd put in. Smooth.
She makes it look easy, right?
Yep.
I mean, you just know it was coming. You knew it was coming on the last. You called it. I said you got to put the ball in her hands. They're going to run that action with Mutombo, and Mutombo was open. You could tell AZ wanted that one to go down. We've seen about 6 in a row pop out.
Anytime you get into a pick and roll with 2 big-time players, defensively you got to pick your poison.
The confidence of a big-time shooter.
Not fazed by how it's been going.
Yeah, but she's put the work in. And
down the other end, McNamara, not fazed that we haven't made a 3 all evening.
Ania Bell had no qualms. That dropped out of the sky and the crowd went crazy.
You love these moments.
Yeah, no more timeouts. We were feeling that buzz. that back and forth was sick. Shakia Brown Turner and Aaliyah right here. I like that action. Those are your winners.
And the college coaches in attendance, they're looking at this and say, "I love to have this on my campus."
Hope Evans with the ball up top.
Let's see what they drew up. Backdoor cut.
They're going to send her to the line. She's just down too low.
No, I don't know if she got there. I don't know when the contact happened, but I'll tell you what, she got there quick.
It's 1-1. It's not a double bonus yet. Very important first shot, front end. This young lady has ice water in her veins, fellas.
Yeah, I did not anticipate a miss of either of these two free throws.
If you're St. John's, do you hold for the last shot?
Absolutely.
20 seconds.
They're going to try to speed her up.
Tie game. AZ
Not going to
the
happen.
ball.
Not going to happen.
15 seconds.
Last shot.
AZ crosses half court. Madison. They got the ball out of AZ's hands. They figured out a way to get it back in. 5 seconds to go. Nia Bell's on her. Madison Scott switches out. Madison Bell gets a hand on it. We're going to overtime, everybody.
You called that a bit quick. That was a bit quick. That ball looked like it was online. I don't know if the buzzer sounded.
Madison Scott with a huge block to send this game into overtime because, like Kevin said before, that's how we do it. In the WCAC and First Amendment Sports, overtime will begin.
Big
momentarily.
Time deflection right there.
That was Madison's best play of the game for her.
Madison Scott's been awesome tonight.
Yep.
And right there, she was awesome once again. I mean, she barely got a fingertip on that with that wingspan. Excellent defense. McNamara, hey, that's why they're here. That's why it's a 54-point
Can we take
game.
a look at that, the replay? I think she came off of her player, the last possession, the last shot.
The foul shot or
the St. John shot right here.
St. John shot down on this end.
that she missed or that she made?
Missed. The very last one, okay. I believe she came off of her player and reached over and got that block.
Nia Bell was I believe, picked by Matumbo.
I was shocked that AZ gave the ball up the first time and shocked she was allowed to get it back.
Yeah. They got it back to her with about 5.5 seconds to go.
Well, when you have the premier contest in the nation, why not have a little extra basketball this
I
evening?
was just getting ready to say that. It's fitting that we have an extra period. Everybody's getting their money's worth. This is what I'm talking about.
Here we go. 54-54. A 4-minute overtime period. Ania Bell, Madison Scott, Lee Matharo, Hope Evans, Zakia Brown Turner, McNamara, Sineda, Cowan, Rivera, Matumbo, Fudd for St. John's. McNamara wins a tip. Aaliyah working from the top. Madison Scott thought about it for a second, guys.
Good play. Same spot.
Nia Bell couldn't recreate the magic.
I'll tell you what. In this overtime period, we are going to get a healthy diet of each player's studs, either finishing or making plays.
Hey, watching
1-and-1.
Watching Aaliyah down there, it was a crafty little play. She grabbed the St. John's, I think it was Carly, by about the hip pointer, trying to get through to that rebound. She's got a little Rajon Rondo in her game.
Yes,
to me.
she does. That's a good call.
She's tough as nails. She's got the length.
Now these are moments where you put to work all of that time, empty gym, shooting free throws, imagining this situation in your head.
Yep.
I mean, the girls playing tonight are so good. I can't wait to go back and watch this again. This has just been tremendous. Tremendous action.
Everything's going through Aaliyah at this point in time for McNamara. Of course it should. Madison Scott is going to line up for one. St. John's ball with a 2-point lead. 3:20 to go in the first overtime period.
Still a ton of time left.
I feel like this gym is more full than it was when it started. Like more people are here now somehow. They just keep coming.
If you just got here. Ooh, interesting no call there.
Aaliyah Bell out to Aaliyah with a chance for a three. That's her first three of the day. McNamara takes a 1-point lead. 57-56 Mustangs. AZ Flood with the ball. Running point for the Cadets.
Madison Scott still on. Karina, they're not letting her get a shot off. They're going to make them earn it in the paint. What a play by Mutombo.
Yeah, Brown Turner fell, Mutombo capitalized. Madison Scott could not get inside on it. Was it a late call or? Gonna call it on McNamara.
There's a lot of contact on both ends, on the rebounds, under the boards.
Yep.
The referees have to be consistent, though. You can't wait till overtime.
Oh, that's a big blow. That's 5 on Madison Scott.
Big spot for the sophomore, Taylor Gibson. Big shoes to fill down the stretch.
She's had herself a nice game so far.
AZ with a friendly reminder to keep those feet in.
Wow. I mean, she's flirting with 2020 tonight, I believe. Clutch at the free throw line. Dominating the paint for the Cadets. What a night.
Nothing but the bottom of the net. Those aren't touching any rim, Cat.
No, they're not. That stroke is the same every time.
Aaliyah with the ISO.
There's who you want with it. 2 minutes on the clock. And Jakia Brown Turner strokes the 3.
Wow. I mean, Bill Walton used to say, I don't know what everybody's playing around for. Just give it to Jordan. Right there, you just give it to Jakia.
And then give it right back to AZ.
2-point lead for the
I mean, the stars are shining bright tonight.
1.5 to go in overtime. St. John's up by 2. Referee's calling something.
This is what you're going to see all the way down the stretch. Each team stud giving you what you want.
Strong to the left, little hang, absorb contact, and finish with the left. That's serious.
Well, these are high-level plays.
Oh, my Lord. Right back at you.
Scoop from Jakia Brown Turner. Tie game 62-62.
What a move. With the lefty scoop.
Might we see double OT, fellas?
Why not?
Coverage on Flood. Mutombo setting a high pick. Now AZ
I mean, this is getting nuts. This is just getting ridiculous.
Yes, it is.
And the hustle play.
Now it's anything you can do, I can do better.
The highest level of girls high school basketball I've ever seen.
You're ever going to see. AZ Flood comes out. She's throwing him. Rebound McNamara. They're going to get a second chance. Down 2. 50 seconds to go in the game. Fresh shot clock.
I may call one.
Over and back. St.
And
John's
Alex
ball.
Gowan with the defensive play. The Mustangs are going to have to fight hard for a stop here. I mean, that back and forth action.
Coaches, St. John's coaches debating. You want to use all 30 of these seconds, right?
Absolutely.
I think they extended it to a full.
I'm sorry, you want to use all these 30 seconds on the shot clock on this next possession?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. You're in the double bonus now?
I'm not certain if that on-ball pressure affords you the ability to sit out there hanging out watching that clock tick-tock. I think you're going to have to get something going in the motion, spread the ball around a little bit, and get going with about 10 seconds to go. Make sure you get something positive.
Guys, what about the mental fortitude of these young ladies? You've been off all game long, and then when your team needs you, you step up and give them what they want.
I'm so impressed. I'm so impressed to watch, especially the back and forth with Jakia Brown-Turner and AZ Fudd. Offensively, it hasn't been dropping for them all night, but when it matters, they're going right at it, right at it. Jakia with the 3 and a nice scoop shot. AZ coming down with a little move in the lane and then hitting a pull-up from about 18. That's filthy.
And, I mean, they're saying I've been missing all night, but I know I'm nasty.
Yes.
I know that I'm the player.
Yes. And
So
we have
when
the
it's
work
crunch
ethic
time,
these
when it's
ladies have. You know,
when it's butter popcorn time, it's just like another day in the gym.
yes. And I'm just glad we got our tickets. Thank you, Ken. Here we go.
AZ Fudd with the ball. Ania Bell on D. Here comes a Matumbo high screen.
Oh,
Look at
come
that.
get it. Just got to come back and get it.
You always had that high post release. Look at that drive.
They didn't call it. And I don't know. Oh,
He called. Well, they were looking for the timeout.
they wanted.
They didn't.
I think what Scribner's politely trying to say is,
Yes.
let's bring that ball back
That
out.
offensive rebound, you get another 30 seconds.
They got a foul.
Uh-oh.
I think Coach Oliver is saying he's got a timeout. I don't think he's going to get it. McNamara needs a foul.
17-3. Yes, they do. You know you don't want to foul, and it's
Yeah, and it's probably who's going to get the ball.
Miss Fudd and Miss Matumbo are not two people that you want on the free throw line, and that's whose hands the ball's going to be in right now.
And I'm sure they're saying right now, if we get another offensive rebound, if we're put in that situation again, we want to kick it back out and milk some clock and make them foul us.
Yep.
But if you're caught up in the excitement, you're caught up in the moment, you're right there point blank, you get a key offensive rebound, you put that in, you pretty much seal the game.
And when you've hit 3 threes and I think 5 from the free throw line, you're feeling pretty good about yourself. You know, I get the confidence in the attack mode. I get what Scribb's saying as well. It was time to pull that thing out. But Carolina has had a great night tonight.
Yes, she has.
Oh, they got it to AZ. And there's the foul.
McNamara does not make anything easy. You weren't lying. The athleticism, the length, the physicality. You know, all these ladies are leaving this game with bumps and bruises tonight.
And the thing about it, at this level of girls basketball, you cannot mimic this kind of pressure in practice. So it kind of overwhelms you, you know?
Without a doubt.
Smooth free throw.
They won't face this kind of pressure all year long.
That's
easy too.
Buttery.
Matumbo with the rebound.
Why
She'll
wouldn't
be fouled.
Matumbo? Why wouldn't Matumbo get the rebound?
4-point game. 7 seconds to go. Matumbo goes to the line. St. John's is beginning to celebrate. Sets up a good one, guys. We're going to get these same two teams in 2 weeks.
It's still a 2-possession game, even with that miss.
He called off the timeout. Timeout called off. Here we go.
I like to yield to the balance of my timeouts to First Amendment Sports.
If you're St. John's, this timeout is called to show discipline. You do not want to foul in this situation.
Right.
And if you're McNamara, you want to get the ball up as quick as you can and take the quickest shot.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to give a tip of the cap right here to Coach Mike Ward and Matt Smith. This performance training, guys, I've seen Matumbo, AZ, I've seen AC, I've seen Carly. These ladies have logged a serious amount of minutes. They've been bringing the ball up against ridiculous pressure, and they are in tip-top physical condition. And I think that shows here late in the game and in overtime.
Yes, they are. In an atmosphere like this, you're fighting physical and mental fatigue.
To come out of this ridiculous atmosphere against the #1 team in the country.
And we're deep into overtime, like for 1 versus 3. I mean, this is amazing.
I can't say enough about it.
A little soft pressure to slow them down.
Yep.
It's a smart move.
That's going to count. St. John's. This is the winner. Congratulations to the cadets taking down the #1 team in the country, Bishop McNamara Mustangs. What a game, guys. This game was amazing.
Yeah, good luck finding another game better than that in the country this year. Found myself saying that a lot on these broadcasts.
You see the disappointment, the heartache on the faces of some of these McNamara players. St. John's celebrating at midcourt. These guys are going to get each other again. And you know what? We've heard this before. These girls have been playing against each other their whole lives.
Yes, they have.
Since they were young. It's almost like playing your sister, your brother or sister. You hate to lose. You hate to lose to someone you know so well.
That was as good as it gets. And like you said, Ken, not just one more time. I got to anticipate they'll see each other a few more times.
One more time to remind you, we will be carrying this same matchup on February 9th at St. John's. We will come back to St. John's to carry the DeMatha Stag St. John's boys game. Look for us at the end of February for the WCAC basketball tournament, boys and girls. February 24th for the semis, February 25th for the finals. On behalf of Darren McClinton, Kevin Ricca, Tim Strachan, Matt the Real Deal, see who's in here, Juice, who's not here with us tonight. I'm Ken Marangolo, and the WCAC is spectacular.